What made my Pilates instructor whisper, "That's not normal"? So I'm halfway through my usual Tuesday morning Pilates class, mid-wall sit, sweating like crazy, when I feel something wet between my legs. I figured it was just sweat, it's Pilates, and we'd been holding that position for what felt like forever. But then, during child's pose, I glanced down and saw it. A dark red stain spreading across my gray leggings. I panicked, tried pulling my oversized hoodie down to cover it. Too late. Monica, our instructor, was already walking over. She crouched by my mat and whispered, "That's not normal bleeding. You should probably get that checked out." Quiet, gentle, discreet, but serious. I nodded, trying not to cry. She handed me her cardigan to tie around my waist and told the class she needed to step out. She walked me to the bathroom and asked if I had someone I could call. I said I'd call my roommate Amy, who's basically my emergency contact for everything. But yeah, it wasn't even close to my period. And the cramps? Way worse than usual. Like sharp, deep pain, not the regular annoying ache. Amy showed up 10 minutes later, took one look at me, and said we were going to urgent care. By then, I'd bled through the cardigan too. At urgent care, things got serious fast. They ran a few tests, and the doctor came back with that expression you never want to see. Calm, but heavy. First question, have you been sexually active lately? Second question, taken any pregnancy tests recently? That's when it hit me. Oh my God, I hadn't even considered it. Jake and I had been careful, or at least I thought we were. But thinking back, I'd been exhausted, nauseous in the mornings, boobs sore for weeks. I thought it was stress from finals or just bad sleep. The test came back positive. I was pregnant. Correction, had been pregnant. The doctor said based on the bleeding and the pain, it looked like I was having a miscarriage. I was around 8 weeks along and had absolutely no clue. The ultrasound confirmed it. And honestly, I just sat there in shock while Amy held my hand the whole time. The doctor explained that miscarriages happen more often than people realize, sometimes because of genetic issues, and sometimes just because the body decides it's not viable. She was really compassionate, but I was still processing that I'd been pregnant in the first place. The hardest part came after. I had to text Jake and tell him we needed to talk. He was at work and couldn't talk right then, which was probably for the best because I wouldn't have been able to explain it over the phone anyway. That night, when I told him everything, his first reaction was relief. He actually said, "Well, at least you're not pregnant anymore." I was stunned. He said he wasn't ready to be a dad and that maybe it was all for the best. I get it, sort of, but hearing that after what I'd just gone through, it felt like a slap. I sat there feeling like my body had been trying to grow something real, and I hadn't even known. And now it was just gone. And Jake? He was acting like it was just some weird detour in his day. I kept thinking back to all the times I'd felt sick or off and just brushed it off. Now, every tiny stomach cramp sent me spiraling. What if it was something worse? What if it happened again? When I finally went back to class the next week, Monica pulled me aside after. She said she'd seen that kind of bleeding before. Her sister had gone through something similar and also didn't know she was pregnant. That's why she'd said something. That small act honestly meant the world to me. It could have gone so differently if I'd just stayed quiet and tried to push through. Jake and I broke up about a month later. Not directly because of the miscarriage, but it made everything clearer, how differently we viewed serious things. He was pretending like nothing had happened. I was still waking up in the middle of the night thinking about it. That moment in class changed everything.